Okay, we posted with my nigga Liddell. Come on, Neil.
High school is a crazy place. Sticking a bunch of free-range hormone monsters into one space for 7 hours a day is a pretty wild concept.
Nigga, I'm already knowing, nigga. I went to middle school one day and nigga was like, guess what I watched? I was like, wait. Nigga said he watched the girl with no clothes. I was like, I never thought of that. I wonder what that looks like. I go and look. I was happy from then on. I turned into a new nigga that day. And then I realized you could, do the motion with your hand. Good times.
Especially in scenarios where there's no adult supervision, like parties. So today, I'm going to be talking about my first high school party experience. And yes, okay, I'm sick right now, so please don't make fun of my voice in the comments, okay? But yeah, trust me, okay, this night was crazy. Now, this story takes place during my freshman year of high school, so ninth grade. Now, at the time, my main friend group had split off to go to different high schools. And one of my boys, Carl, had landed himself a spot at this high school that was straight out of Hollywood, like on a High School Musical. Now, Carl was also broke like the rest of us, but the high school he was going to had this prestigious drama and art program, and Carl managed to get himself in. So most of the kids he went to school with were your typical daddy's money kids. Now, our story takes place early into my first year of high school during the month of October, or more specifically, October 31st. So Halloween. Probably my favorite vibes of the year, too. But yeah, it was Halloween day, and it was all...
My nigga, I've been seeing so many motherfuckers for Halloween. They done turned into sluts. Nigga, everybody turned sexy. Hey, I'm not hating though. If your ass want to hang out, shit. I'm looking. But hey, let's cover up. Nigga, if a girl shit is out, nigga, I'm looking.
Also, a Friday. Now, after school, me and my friends had gone together for our usual Halloween kick-up, and we were debating if we were too old to be going trick-or-treating or not. And then suddenly, it was like we were all hit with this gust of realization. Bro, we're in high school now, and it's Halloween. On a Friday. A party! Now, before I continue, let me just set up some more context real quick. So out of my main friend group here, we got me. That's me. You guys know me. And then we got Carl right here. And then we got my main man, Elijah. We usually just call him Eli. And my
Why nigga holding milk?
Now, at this point in time, Sean had just gotten out of a grueling, devastating, traumatizing, life-changing breakup with his 8th grade summer girlfriend of 3 weeks. Okay, I mean, obviously it wasn't a big deal, but to Sean, it was everything. And plus, we were like 14, so Now, this information will be important later, so just remember that. But yeah, we realized we could possibly hit up our first high school function. And that's what Carl tells us. He actually was told about a party some rich kid from his high school was throwing that night, and that if he wanted to, we could probably go. So Carl makes some calls, and before we know it, we're on our way to our first high school party. Now, mind you, like I said, this was a real Riverdale-type high school that Carl...
That nigga ain't say what grade, but damn, riding the bus is wild. I'm glad I got a car, cause damn, sitting next to all them smelly folks, a nigga done farted, a nigga done shitty, somebody baby crying, and a lady over there crying her tears out. Her coochie done smell like cat, like her smell like fish. Nigga, that don't sound right. That don't sound good.
I was going to, and not really what any of us were used to, so this was all foreign territory to us. And as soon as we got into the neighborhood the party was in, I could clearly see we didn't fit in here. At all. I mean, we're pretty much walking by castles with supercars in every driveway. And as soon as we turn onto... At all. I mean, we're pretty...
Man, who living in this GTA ass house? This fire ass car? Nigga, let's go rob them. Cause damn, okay, I see y'all. Damn, this shit look nice.
Pretty much walking by castles with supercars in every driveway. And as soon as we turned onto the street the party was on, I could literally feel the bass from the speakers in the road. I mean, that shit was tickling my balls. Oh yeah, and this neighborhood had no sidewalks, by the way. Yeah, that's the kind of neighborhood I'm talking about. And finally, we get up to the house. And honestly, at that point, it was like we had discovered a whole new world. I mean, for one, the house was massive. And for two, the baddies, bro. They were everywhere. And that's when I saw her. Maya. I mean, I didn't know her name yet at the time, but I'm giving you guys early access, okay? But yeah, this girl was bad with a capital PH. What are you talking about, bro? My bad, I was thinking about something else. Anyways, yeah, she was fine. And at that moment, I found my mission for the night. But before that, we had to get in the party and feel out the vibes. So we get in there, and Carl says what up to some of the kids he knows, and then we see a familiar face. Remember Sean's ex I was talking about?
Mm.
We'll call her Zoe. She ended up coming up.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all niggas supposed to be playing defense. Nigga, set a screen. Tell this nigga get away. Why the fuck are y'all not closing the door while she walking up? Nigga, y'all being ill mans. Be the bodyguards. Get her out.
To us to say hi because we all knew each other since we were kids. I mean, it was pretty awkward for her and Sean, but she said hi to us, and then she let us know that the real party was downstairs. So we're like, aight, and decided to see what was going on in the basement. So we get down to the basement, and the first thing I notice is, well, nothing, because literally all the lights were off. And now all we had to guide our vision was the faint light from upstairs. And there's just so much noise down there, and hella people, and just what the f***. I mean, just a bunch of sweaty teenagers doing God knows what down there. And I mean, you could pretty much feel how much everyone was sweating. Like you're trapped in a toaster oven or something. That's what that was like. Now, there was a lot of people coming downstairs behind us when we got there. So at this point, we have accidentally maneuvered much farther into the basement. And I'm just in there like, yeah, no, I gotta get out of here. So,
Nigga, I'm already black. If I was to be in this shit, nigga, I'm not getting found. I would be Simba lost as fuck. Like, nigga, damn. This shit too black. Why the fuck is it black down there? Where the fucking lights at? Where the LEDs? Where the DJ? Y'all rich as fuck. Put a jet ski down there.
So I pushed through some sweaty backs and hopefully not sweaty cracks. I mean, like I said, it was dark down there. Until I see a faint light. So I'm like, okay, nice. I'm back to the staircase. But as I get closer, I realize this light was coming from a room in the basement. So I push open the door, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know exactly how to describe it.
No! So we got Mario posted up with some tissue, watching the girl deep throat some schlong. Why are these niggas watching this shit on the TV? Y'all niggas ain't got a phone. Y'all couldn't have gone home and did this shit. Do your going in peace, nigga, not in front of folk.
What I saw, but there was two dudes in there sitting on the couch in front of a TV. One of them holding an Xbox controller, and they had the TV on open to a web browser. Look, it was some freaky ass shit, all right. And
nigga, that's that D.
Watching this shit while you're literally in a party full of people. I mean, it's just like, why? Anyways, yeah, I looked at them, and then they looked at me, and we all looked at the TV, and then back at each other, and then I showed myself to the exit. And then I finally managed to get back upstairs. But now I realized I had lost all my friends in that sweaty, stank cesspool in the basement. But I definitely wasn't going back down there. So instead, I awkwardly shuffled around the party trying to find something to do to make me look not like a weirdo. And that's when I saw her again. Me and Maya had just locked eyes from across the room.
See, nigga, I see you. Nigga, look at this. That's a double team. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be hard getting her away, but go ahead. If you really that nigga, go ahead and shoot on two. But I'm not that nigga, so you go be that nigga.
And I immediately turned the f*** around.
Good. Yeah, bro, you know what? That's a good move.
And look, I swear my game as a 14-year-old was pretty slick, alright? I had been working on my craft all summer, but I wasn't fully ready for that yet, so I folded. But I knew that I had to make my move soon before it was too late. Now, Maya was chilling with one of her friends pretty much the whole time, so I figured the only way I'm making these moves is if I got a wingman of my own. Now, of course, I had lost my friends, so I'm here trying to figure out what to do. But then, right on cue, I see my main man Eli coming up from the basement.
Okay, look, Eli finna say today.
He walks over to me, and I immediately let bro know.
Why this nigga still holding this milk, nigga? Like, damn, we get it, you a cow. Why this nigga over here holding this little weak ass carton of milk? You know what? I hated that shit back in middle school, elementary, all that shit. Cause damn, why the fuck am I eating cold ass macaroni, a cold ass sandwich with some milk? At least give me some water.
And Eli was my right hand for a reason. Pause. Not like that, bro. Come on. But yeah, Eli was a real day one homie, so I knew that if I could rely on anyone at that moment, it was him. Plus, Eli had that unspoken riz on lock. And now, the two-man was on. And Eli didn't waste a second. Before I could even cook up an approach plan, Eli went over and grabbed a drink. Then, he walked over by Maya and her friend, and immediately spilled that all over her friend. I mean, no warning, no nothing.
Dead ass?
And of course, at first, this girl starts freaking out. But then, within like a minute, she is now walking off with Eli.
You know what? Nigga, I fuck with you, Eli. I fuck with you, Eli. Nigga, you smart. Nigga, you smart as fuck. You know what? This shit going in the Hall of Fame. That was a good ass play. I like how you wrote that shit up. Nigga just threw the shit on her to get her away. Now this nigga can ice up. Good shit, Eli.
Look, bro. I know I got some game, but Eli was really just that guy. Okay, I can't lie. Bars. But yeah, so now it was my turn to run some plays. So I headed over to Maya, heart beating a little, but I pushed that to the back of my mind, and I started spitting some game. And you know me, I'm making her laugh and shit. Which, you know what they say, if you can make her smile and giggle, then you can make it clap and jiggle. So we're chopping it up, and she's like,
OMG, you're so funny.
And blah blah, and then she goes,
Damn, the music's so loud in here. It's hard to hear you.
And let me just tell you, I could have read that sign if I was blind, okay? So I didn't waste no time, and I told her to come with me. So now I take Maya by the hand, and I walk her upstairs.
Uh-oh.
And I'm sure you know where this is going. So
Nigga, I ain't even gonna lie. I could never throw a party. Imagine you go to your room and you see two motherfuckers just fucking on your bed. Like, that's fucked up. Niggas go to a party and instantly go find some other room and just go start fucking on the bed. Imagine you go to your mom's room, another motherfucker fucking on your mom's bed. You know what? Get the hose. Everybody getting sprayed down, cause nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, put your genitals all over my bed. Put your essence on my bed. That's fucked up.
we find an empty room after sticking our heads in a couple
Nigga, what?
empty rooms.
These niggas
And we
are
get
getting
in
with these
there and
dick.
close the door. And at this point, I know I can't let this game stretch out too long, or I might lose my opportunity. So I immediately go for the chin grab. Yeah, I know, okay? It was a bold move. But I mean, we're in a room upstairs in a f***ing party, bro. You know how this shit goes. And let me just say, it worked. Fabulously. So we start swapping saliva, you know, DNA's doing all types of socializing. Okay?
A word,
Our
a word.
ancestors were dapping each other up. And then I start peeling back that cheetah print. If you know what I'm
Okay, Lil Neil.
saying. But then I realized something. Out of all my friends I came to this party with, I forgot to bring one of the best friends I got. I forgot to bring Jimmy with me. A rubber. I forgot to bring a rubber.
Oh, I'm about to say, nigga,
And don't
fuck
get me
Jimmy.
wrong, okay? I like my women, I like
Jimmy
my
can know about it later.
But with that being said, I didn't know this girl like that. And I was not about to risk it all at my first high school party. So I'm there like, shit, we're gonna need a rubber. So in desperation, I start searching the room, and I'm not even kidding, there was literally a drawer with rubbers in it. In that.
I ain't even gonna lie. Searching another motherfucker room for their condoms is wild, nigga. How the fuck do you ain't got one in your wallet? Stay prepared. But nigga, you went through another motherfucker shit and found condoms. You know what? I guess that's that other shit.
That room. Like, I'm so dead ass. I don't know if old boy hosting this party did that on purpose to be a good host or whatever, or we just got lucky. But there was literally a drawer that had a whole handful of rubbers in it, in that room. I mean, there was some other shit in there too, but I didn't really give a fuck about any of that because I just needed a sausage wrap. So after we confirm that we have a rubber, she gets to straight gobbling me like Thanksgiving dinner, okay? Like a damn turkey. I mean, she was in that throwing up all types of gang signs, just going to work. I mean,
Okay.
she hit me with that water style water dragon jutsu, okay? If you know what I'm saying. And I'm in there just waiting to hit her with my signature weapon. Alright, pause. This is too much. But listen, it was all great, okay? And then she got up and laid on the bed. And I started rubbing my hands together like Birdman. I mean, I was ready to part the seas like Moses, okay? I mean, at this point, my spider senses are really tingling, if you know what I mean. And I'm standing there now, I got my bare chest out, because, you know, I got the Spider-Man suit on. You know, it's like a onesie. Like, I gotta take it off, like, kind of like a glove. And as I'm about to make an interception between her left cheek and her right cheek,
Uh-huh.
damn, what the was that? Now, of course, in my head, I'm thinking the smart thing to do would be to see what that crash was.
Nigga, fuck all that. Nigga, finish the mission, then we go check.
But my bro hanging out downstairs between my two quadrants was not trying to hear none of it. I mean, I'm talking AirPods in, hitting push-ups, he was ready to go. And then I look over at her, and I can kind of see she was thinking the same thing as me. But she was also kind of just letting me decide what we were going to do. And that's when we hear another crash, and people yelling and screaming, noticeably loud, even for a party. So now I'm like, shit. And I put the Spider-Man suit on, and then I just waited for a bit. What? What do you want me to do? I'm not gonna walk out to a full party of people bricked up in a skin-tight Spider-Man suit. I mean, I can't be walking around here full salute. I'm trying to leave a good impression. But after that, I went to see what was going on, and as soon as I come out the room and peek over the staircase railing,
Oh,
I
niggas
see
fighting?
mud monsters slip and slide swinging all over the living room. And then I looked around and I scanned the scene, and I realized that these guys had gotten into a scrap, and they must have somehow knocked over the chocolate fountain on themselves. So now they were both fighting, covered in chocolate sauce. And there were some people trying to break it up, but there was so much chocolate everywhere that people were just skating around the room.
So niggas
Now,
got
I'm
to
just
fight at a
thinking-
party. Nigga, you can never go to a party without a fight. It wouldn't be no good party without a fight. It wouldn't be no good party without somebody shooting. Cause like, damn, you can't have no fun at parties. Niggas just gotta prove themselves. Niggas just gotta be that nigga. Like, damn, relax yourself, enjoy yourself. Separation.
This might not be a bad distraction to get back to Booty Town. But then I see something move out of the corner of my eye. And I look over to see Maya quickly skipping down the stairs. And then I watch her walk over weirdly close to this fight as if she knows what's going on. But that's when I noticed she was walking over to Sean's ex, who I didn't even notice was also half covered in chocolate and standing there like she had got jumped herself.
Okay.
And that's when I realized one of the dudes that was fighting down there covered in chocolate was Sean. So now I try to run down the stairs to break up the fight. And as I'm halfway down the steps,
Niggas.
somebody just threw a fucking chair through the window. And before I knew it, half of the people standing in the living room are now throwing hands.
My point why I'm not hosting no parties. Niggas over there get to breaking shit, fucking up shit, stealing shit, throwing parties, get to shooting. Nigga, go do that at somebody else's crib, not my mom's though.
Now, luckily in the commotion, Sean managed to get out of the crowd, but then when I ran up to him and I grabbed his shoulder, this guy almost threw a haymaker at me. But as soon as he realized it was me, we both realized it was probably time to go. So I run back up the stairs to get a good vantage point so I can try to spot Elijah and Carl. But I just can't seem to find them anywhere. And then... Police,
FBI.
open up! Okay, now we really had to leave. So now there's hordes of kids funneling out the back.
Gotta run out the back,
I mean,
nigga.
you
We
would've
ain't
thought
getting
someone was
caught.
running a train on zombies. So we ran out to the backyard and we
Okay.
started hopping the next couple fences through the neighbors' yards.
Okay.
Which were fucking massive, by the way. And I'm almost positive we probably set off some type of security alarm. But at that point, there was so much shit going on, I didn't even know what sounds were coming from where anymore. Then we get out to the house that was on the corner of the street, and we're now peeking around this big-ass mansion wall, waiting for a chance to get out of this neighborhood unseen. Now, obviously, any teenagers running down the street would be obvious suspects for party guests here. But Sean being covered in chocolate like he just took a dip in Willy Wonka's chocolate river, was prime suspect material. So we wait a second for things to clear up, and while we're chilling there, I asked Sean what even happened for him to be fighting somebody at the party. And then Sean told me that a dude tried making moves on Zoe, and he grabbed her butt or something, and then Sean just went Hulk mode and started swinging. And then when the coast was clear, we started...
Nigga, that's not your bitch. Let her go. Let her go.
Check out the neighborhood. And that's when I noticed this spiky blonde hair poking out from behind a crowd of people. So me and Sean run over there, and of course we find Carl lost and confused. So we clear things up with him, and as we finally get out of this neighborhood, I then try to call Eli to see where the he's at. But I get nothing. So now we're like, damn, you don't think they got Eli back there? But we figured he was probably good and just wasn't checking his phone right now. And that's when we heard it. Our stomachs were all collectively crying for him.
Oh, they finna get
We
Waffle
hadn't eaten food
House.
since lunch that day, and at this point,
Or
it was nearly
McDonald's.
1 in the morning. So I go on my phone and I look up some nearby food spots that were still open, and we made our way over to get some food. So we finally get there, and as we get inside, I see a very familiar head top in the back corner of the store.
Oh, that
So I
nigga
walk
was.
over there.
Oh, that nigga was cooking. Shout out Eli. That nigga. He's that nigga. He is. That's Negro.
And it's Eli, sitting there with the girl from the party, eating. Now, of course, I'm relieved to see my dog here, but I had some questions. So first, I let them know what happened, and I asked if they even knew what was going on. And they were like, damn, nah, we didn't even know that. That's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, everybody left the party. So this girl gets her phone out and goes to call Maya, and now we're asking Eli how exactly his night just went. And apparently, as soon as Elijah walked off with this girl earlier, they went into that bathroom, and she made some milk. And then they got hungry and they came in. But yeah, so we kicked it in there for a bit and we had some food. And then eventually Maya got there and we swapped numbers and shit, and then we all went home. But that definitely wasn't the last time I spent with Maya. And I made sure of that. But that's a story for another time. But yeah, let me know in the comments.
That nigga. Okay, good shit, Eli.